Hi everybody, it's Anne here from annshappystampers.co.uk, and I'm just back with another tutorial. And today I'm really excited actually, because we're going to use the excuse me, Jar of Love, and I've been so excited to get this, and I think it's so worth the money. You get absolutely loads of stamps, and you save even more if you bundle it up and get the Everyday Jar framelits, which honestly I just think it's so worth it. To get 37 stamps and all those dies is just great value. So we're going to make a slider card today, and what you're going to need is 2 pieces of cardstock. I'm using Bermuda Bay, and they both need to measure 5.5 by 3 7/8, and a piece of Whisper White, which is 4 3/4 by 2 7/8, and you also need some scrap Whisper White as well. Now the first thing we need to do is take your trimmer, and we need to do, I'm just going to adjust the light, it's because it's so bright today and the sun's really shining, but I don't want to make it too dark. Okay, so I'll just bring you down a little bit. So what you need to do is pop this in the trimmer. On the side here, line it up with 3/4 of an inch, and then you need your cutting blade, and what you need to cut is from 1.9 centimetre down to 12.1 with your cutting blade. Okay, and then so 1.9 down to 12.1. okay, then just turn it round and do the same on this side. Line it up with 3/4 of an inch, 12.1 to 1.9 centimetres. So you should have 2 little slits there, and then turn it round and again line it up with 3/4 of an inch, and you need to cut inside of this, so you're going to actually cut that away like that. And I'm just going to get my snips because it's not the most accurate. It is quite tricky when you're doing it in a video because you don't want to get your head in the way, but you need to see as well, so just actually trim that so it actually flaps open. And put your cutting blade away, and we're going to score now. So line this up with, on the top here, line it up with 4/4 of an inch, and you want to score just again inside here. So score. Okay, so you've got that score mark. Then 2.5 inches. Again, just score inside there, and then line it up with 3/4, and this should be at the very top, this score line. Okay, so you should have 3 score lines, and I'll just pop this out the way, and then we're just gonna, how it's gonna fold is that it's gonna go up, this one's gonna go down like that, and that one's gonna go so you should have that. Okay, just checking. Oh goodness, I hope you can hope you can see, it just looks really dark on the camera. Honestly, the light today is just a pain. Well, let's just hope for the best. Now, what you need to do is, if you take what we want to do is take a 1-inch circle punch, and on this bit here we just want to cut out a little notch here, like that. Then put the other piece on and just try to get the same cut out there as well. Without nipping your hand. Okay, so that's that. Now what we need to do is take our Whisper White, and what's going to happen is this is going to get attached on here, so we need to put some tape on here and just down here. Okay, so just going to use some tear and tape for this. Just a piece along here. And get it right close to the edge if you can. Okay, and then what we need to do is take our piece of Whisper White, just take the backing off our tape, and you're going to stick this so it just lines up on the bottom. I mean, what I normally do is I just line it up with the top as well, just to see, because it needs to come to there, and then just stick it down like that. Okay, so that's what you should have. So it's going to come up like that, and then remove these bits here. And we're going to stick this, get this lined up nice and straight with this. Okay, so then hopefully when you pull, that pulls up, okay, just like that. And what we're going to do is, when I pull this bit up, I'm just going to round the corners of this. And I'm going to stamp Hello Friend from Jar of Love, and I'm just going to use Memento Black for that. I think mine's drying out, it needs needs refilling. Okay, so I'm just going to get me photopolymer matte, because these are photopolymer. So I want this just about, just check that's inked properly, about there. Okay, that's that. And then on the bottom I'm going to also stamp "You Fill Me With Happiness." So actually I still need this. So "You Fill Me With Happiness." Okay, just like that. Then what we will do as well is we'll punch with our 1/8 of an inch punch. We'll punch a little hole in the top here, and this is just going to be for our ribbon. And we can start doing our jar now. So I've got the large jar mounted. So scrap Whisper White, and I'm just going to stamp this with Memento as well. Okay, and we're going to cut this out with the framelets as well, so just stamp the jar. Okay, and then I've got some Pool Party, and I've got the water mounted as well, and I'm just gonna stamp the water with Pool Party, but I'm actually gonna stamp it off. And I'm going to stamp 2 of these. Okay, just like that. Then I've also got Calypso Coral, and I've got the little fish, and I'm going to just stamp, because I want to cut these out as well, 2 little fish. And I've just got, I might have to trim this actually. I'm just going to use my, excuse me, little baby blue again, and I'm going to take the large jar. Where's the piece of card gone? There it is. Cut the jar out. So just position that. Okay, so there's our little jar, and I also want to cut the little fish out. I honestly think this is the most adorablest little stamp set I've ever seen. It's just so cute. That's one little fish. And the next little fish. Okay, so pop this out of the way, and we will just take our card, and then what we're going to do is this is going to get stuck on here so that when it gets pulled up the jar lifts up as well. So I've just got some dimensionals. I've got the dimensionals, and I'm going to stick if I can get a hold of the little fish, one on here. So we will have, I think we'll have one just there, and oops. The other little one just here, like that, which looks adorable. And I've also got the little bow. Yeah, I've got the little bow mounted, and I'm just going to stamp. I might try and do that in Bermuda Bay actually. The little tie for around the jar. So just stamp that, and I'm just going to put this around here. So it looks like we've got a nice little ribbon there. And what we're going to do is our little jar is going to get stuck on here, so obviously when somebody pulls the card up and down, the little jar's going to lift up. So I think we'll pop a couple of these on the back. So that is just going to go just in the middle, about there. And then when we pull it up, our little jar sits up. And I've got some Wink of Stella, and I'm just going to brush it on the little fish, just to give them, because they've got like a kind of shimmer, haven't they, like a little sparkle shimmer. So just brush that over them. Which looks gorgeous. I don't know if you can see, but it's so sparkly. And I've got the 1/8 of an inch Bermuda Bay ribbon. So I'm going to cut some of this. And I'm just going to slot it through. Just find something to put it through with. Only one end's gone through. Oh, honestly, come on. There we go, and then just put that through there. And just trim this off. And there we go. I mean, it's quite plain, it's quite simple. You know, you could add any extra bits if you wanted to, but I quite like it like that. I think it would be actually quite good for a mail card. So, and you could write your sentiment on the back, so you know that's not a problem. And I just think it's actually quite a cool little idea, that. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll be back again soon with another project. So until then, you can see the sparkle there of the, yeah, that's better. Until then, thanks for watching, and bye for now.